Sebastian, first of all, congratulations. You made the perfect getaway. Can you just clear something up for us? Did you use KERS at the start?
A little bit, yes. But I used more later on.
Now, in terms of... well, Ted was just questioning it, because apparently someone said you didn't at the very start, but then you did later in the first lap.
I'm not sure. I think I used a little bit at the start, but I used significantly more up the hill.
Now, you've also mentioned that you don't believe you're going to be as strong in Italy, but given that you've proved some straight line speed today, which perhaps has eluded you before, and Monza is known as a straight line circuit, why do you think that?
Well, we'll have to wait and see. Monza is a different track. You know, you don't have corners similar to here. You have long straights, but slow corners. So we'll have to wait and see. Yes, it's right. Our medium downforce package, let's say for Canada, for here, was very competitive, which, you know, for Monza should be the same direction, but we have to confirm whether the low downforce package is actually working as well.
Do you expect your teammate to be announced in Monza? Because it would certainly be a clever PR way of undermining Ferrari at their home race.
Why would that undermine Ferrari?
Because the spotlight would be on Red Bull, not Ferrari.
Wow, okay. Well, I think the spotlight is anyways on Ferrari in Monza. I had a very good experience myself. I won 2008, my first race. Everybody was extremely happy, and of course I was. 3 years later, I won the same race. I was on the same podium, and I received a lot of booing, but apparently that's normal if you're not racing for an Italian team and with a Ferrari engine. So I'm sure the Tifosi don't care, to be honest, what happens around, or let's say in the paddock and around the track.
But do you expect your teammate to be announced there?
I don't know. I'm not signing him, so I can't tell you.
Well, Fernando, an incredible race. Was it not for a poor qualifying, would you have won today?
I don't think so. I think once we get second place around lap 22, I think we were 7 seconds behind Sebastian. And from that point, he was between 2 and 4 tenths quicker than us and finished 16 seconds in front of us. So he had a little bit more pace. We were the second fastest, and we deserved to be second. They did a better job, and we need to congratulate them. And in Monza, we need to do extra effort.
So plenty of positives, though, to draw before you go into Monza, the team's home race.
I think so. I think we did a step forward. Definitely this weekend we were more competitive, and still a couple of tenths slower than Red Bull in today's race, but in Monza we will get some new parts again in the same direction of these ones, and we hope that we can close even more the gap of being the fastest. So winning in Monza, we know how important it will be for the team, for the championship, for the Tifosi, so it's our aim.
Well, Lewis, firstly, congratulations for your 54th podium, but it was a tough old race. You lost the lead early, and actually your boss has said you were like sitting ducks. How would you explain what happened at the start?
Yeah, it's funny because I was in the press conference just now and just thinking I was a sitting duck today. That's really strange. Yeah, I mean, we did a decent job. I mean, I'm happy to have got third. Of course, we'd love to have won, but we didn't have as good a package as the Ferrari and the Red Bull today. You know, they were just particularly too quick on the straights, and particularly through Eau Rouge and the last sector. So I was just, you know, I was pedal to the metal all the time and just couldn't do anything about it.
As always, you got everything you could out of the car. Your boss, Ross Brawn, says that he's positive for Monza. Do you share that optimism?
Not at the moment. Generally, because generally the two packages are very similar for Monza, but I'm confident that my team can come away from this and try and understand why we were not as quick as we thought we would be this weekend, and hopefully make the change for the next one. So, you know, I'm sure that they can pick it up.
Were you surprised then at Red Bull's seeming increase in terms of straight line speed, a circuit that Monza's known for?
Yeah, I think everyone was surprised this weekend. I don't really know. Our general's end of straight speed looked like it was very much the same as theirs, but they were picking it up elsewhere. So, you know, we've got some performance to gain. As I said in the last race, even though we won, we weren't necessarily the quickest. The Red Bull was still quite competitive on us, but you know, we're going to keep pushing, and you know, I'm looking forward to particularly Singapore and onwards, because from there we can really start to really show the performance of the car.
And finally, a quick word on the British fans here. They were out in force, weren't they?
They were. I was so happy to see so many Brits, so many flags. so much support here this weekend. So a big thank you to everyone. And, you know, just let them know that I'm going to be pushing for the rest of the year. There's still a long way to go. So, you know, fingers crossed.
Kimi, massively disappointing given that you've had 38 consecutive race finishes until this point. So was it a brakes issue, the same problem throughout the race?
I started earlier in here, so like I said, I don't know yet what happened exactly, but I think it was the brake failure. And then sometimes you run out of the luck, and today was over there. So.
Well, Nico, you finished where you started in 4th. What were your feelings on the car today? Because it didn't seem to have the same pace as the Red Bull. What were your main challenges?
We knew that going into the weekend that that the Red Bull was going to be a bit quicker than us in the race. So that's not a surprise. Still, I think Sebastian drove a great race because he was very, very quick. And for me, okay, you know, it's for the team, great, lots of points. Not perfect, but it's okay, lots of points. And for me personally, just not the perfect weekend because I had the pace in the race to do a little bit better than that. And just, it's always difficult when qualifying doesn't go well. Then you get catch up from there, and always on the back foot a little bit, and with strategy on the back foot a little bit, and so it didn't work out 100%. But 4th is still okay.